Coming to you live from the top secret broadcasting bunker here at Area 52, way deep in the heart of the Kenyan forest. This is Pastor Mike Hoggard, and I am online, and I am live, and I got to tell you what I did. I have to tell you what I did just over 2 hours ago. I got to go out and cut grass. I love cutting grass. I love this time of year when the grass just starts, and you get out and you mow the grass for the first time, and you smell that smell that you have not smelled all winter long. There's nothing better. Yeah, Jill says, achoo! And you know what? It's a good sneeze. I've been sneezing my head off ever since I came in today, but I don't mind it one bit. I love to mow the grass. We got a new lawnmower here at the church, and I just had to go out and try it. And I can tell you this thing, I mean, it's neat. It's one of those, they call it a zero-turn lawnmower, and it doesn't have a steering wheel on it. It's got the levers that you pull back and forth. And I've had one at home for years, and I absolutely love it. I love mowing the grass with that thing, and so we got one at the church, and we just got it yesterday. And this is me right here. Okay, this is why I sit in a chair all day long, because I can tell you, being the first one to try mowing the grass with this new 54-inch wide cutting deck this thing's got. I mean, it is nice. Okay, zero turn, easy to go around. And this thing is, I mean, it's heavy duty. It's made for a commercial place like this, and we have a lot of grass here. And I can tell you that it's cut out for cutting grass, cutting up sticks, running over fire hydrants. I mean, it'll do the whole, I did. I hit a fire hydrant out in front of the church. Big old round piece of metal sticking up out of the ground. The grass had grown over it, and I didn't see it. And I'm just zooming along, and it stopped. So I had to pull it off there. Gary come out there and bent it back in shape. So anyway, this is why I sit inside, where and it's not for my safety. It's for the safety of people and other things around me that I'm in here. Good to be here today, and I have. I'm going to show you this picture, and then I'm going to ask if anybody can recognize this. Now, one of our watchers sent this in, and I love what God is doing. God has he has taken me, and he has sent me to prophecy school. He sent me to symbolism school, and I've studied symbols. I can look at them. I count things. I kind of understand what's going on. But with the videos that we've done and the things that we've put out, we've helped teach others. And I'll have people that will write in and say, man, thanks to you, we can't watch a movie anymore without going, oh, yeah, I know what that is. Oh, my, look at there it is. And so I've just ruined all of movie watching for people, which I'm fine with. And so anyway, somebody sent me this in the mail. And I'm looking at it, and it takes me about 5 seconds, but I'm going, oh, I know what that is. I mean, I get it. I know what that is. And I was looking to see who sent it. And I was going to try to write him an email to explain to him what it was. And when I turned the picture around like that, there was a sticky note on there. And they spotted it. They wrote it down exactly what I was going to say, and I'm going, that's pretty good. So here's what I'm going to do. You ready, Jill, Ariel, all you guys on Skype, all you guys at Watchman Community, all you guys tuning in to the Watchman or to the Pastor Mike Online, I'm going to give you just a glance at this, okay? And then I want you to look at it, and I want you to see if you can identify the symbol. See if you can identify the symbol that's being made by the contortion, by the what looks like you went to it looks like you went to Lakeland Revival, and there was an outpouring, and somebody on stage was contorting their body. Jill, way to go. Marie, way to go. They got it. And so now nobody else that's watching on Skype Nobody else can guess it because it's not a guess because you know what it is. Okay? And I'll explain what it is here in a little bit. First thing I want to do is I want to deal with a question somebody wrote in, and I had believe it or not, I don't spend a lot of time getting ready for the Pastor Mike Online live broadcast. I go outside, mow the grass, and eat lunch, and come in and sit down and start talking. I did print out some things that Michelle sent me. She sent me about 85,000 emails about an hour ago, and I'm going, oh, hey, this is good stuff here. Yeah, this is what I'll do today, and I just like to fly by the seat of my pants. But so I had this ready, and I'm going to talk about the picture in a little bit and what it means, what the contortionist is symbolizing. I also have, I don't know if I saved it or not, I have somebody sent me a Walmart ad. No, I didn't. I'm going to have to try to find that here in a second. Another Walmart ad. You know, Sam Walton's not running Walmart anymore. He's dead. And so he's not running Walmart anymore. And the people that are running Walmart, they're just as into the new age marketing and marketing the symbolism as anybody else is. And so that's why you see a lot of stuff showing up on Walmart shelves, including what we now know to be occult symbols. Let's see here if I can find it. But there was a question that, let's see if I have it here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I don't know. Here it is. Here it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Now if I can, I'm going to try to talk and save it at the same time. And I'm going to get to John's question while I make about one more click on my little deal here. I can't play the piano and talk at the same time, and I can't concentrate and do this at the same time. I can't do it. Hang on. Bear with me. 5, 4. I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, we'll talk about it next time. Anyway, John writes me a question. And it is an outstanding question. And I told him I was going to deal with it today. And I love any chance we get to open up the Word of God and expound on it and hopefully make it make sense to people. That's what we want to do. John writes in, and he's from Nederland. And I like you people from Netherlands. I think you're all right. You talk funny. But other than that, you're all right. By the way, Ricky, who has been following our ministry for years, her daughter had surgery on Monday. On Monday, and we hope that she is doing well. And so if I hear from Ricky today, I will pass on any news that she sends along. Anyway, John writes in, hello, Mike. Loved watching your broadcast about witchcraft. We've had a lot of good comments on that. We've had a lot of interest in that video. And it's doing what, and God just really just poured that into me. Most of it just came in one day. And I just felt like the Lord leading in it, and so it was good. But anyway, he says, I have a question. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 9. Here's what he says. It says, holding the mystery of the faith in a pure conscience. Now, I have my can of King James opened up here. And let's look at the context of what he's getting at, and then I'll share his question. He's talking about someone who wants the office of a bishop. It's given the husband of one wife and so on, not a novice, which means they're not to be either a young Christian or a young man, because there's some maturity in both ways that need to be present. And so it says, not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. And I can tell you, I can flat out tell you, when I answered the call to the ministry when I was 16 years old. 18 years old, I'm off to Bible college. 3 years of Bible college. And what I wanted to do was get 4 years in Bible college in and then have some church hire me at 22 years old to be their pastor. And God said no. He said absolutely not. And God made me go out and work with my hands out in the heat and everything else for about 7 years. God made me do that because I had to learn how to take care of a family first. So it says, not a novice, lest he being lifted up with pride fall into the condemnation of the devil. And that's exactly what would have happened to Mike Hoggard. So verse 7 says, moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. Likewise must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy of filthy lucre. And then it says, holding the mystery of the faith in a pure conscience. So his question is, why in a mystery? I thought that true believers had nothing to do with mystery religion. What is it that I don't understand? Thanks for your answer, John. John, I love it. I absolutely. It's a great question. So let's go down the bunny trail of this word mystery and look at it in the Scriptures. Now, let me explain it this way. Okay, let me go like this. Okay, here's my Bible. This is my Bible. Okay. On this side is the Old Testament. This side is the New Testament. On this side, I want you to think of the types and the symbols that God gives us. On this side here, right here, we have Moses speaking. And if you remember, when Moses speaks, Moses had a speech impediment. He was a stammerer. And so Moses was not easy to understand. Think of how God is using this illustration. Moses pretty much speaks for the entire Old Testament. And when Moses talks, it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand someone who stammers or someone with a speech impediment. So Moses is hard to understand. Paul then talks about what he was writing, and he says, and we use plainness of speech and not as Moses. Okay? So here it's hard to understand. Here it's plain. Here, and this is what the Jews read. Here, you have a veil over Moses' face. He comes down from the mountain, and his face is shining so bright that they put a veil over him. And they said, don't raise that back up. Now, Paul said here that every time the Jews read this, the veil is still there. The veil is still there. Now, remember what happened here. In the New Testament, what happened was, when Christ died on the cross, do you remember what happened to the veil that was between the sanctuary and the most holy place in the temple? It was rent in twain, and it was opened up. For the very first time now, people are able to see into a place that they've never been able to see before. And I want you to ponder that. That comes with the New Testament. So the mystery that is being kept secret in the Old Testament is that Christ died for our sins. He is the mediator between God and men.